Ladies and gentlemen, we are live. We are live, and it's a Wednesday. So, you know what that means. It means it's another live stream with the Wrasslin for Life Network. We got AEW on tap tonight for everyone out there. Make sure you're strapped in, strapped on, grab your snacks, put a smile on your face, and go find that feel good. I got Pyro, I got Dynamite, we got an announcement. Let's go! Ding, ding, ding. We are live, folks. We are live. And as I said, we are the Wrasslin for Life Network. Dynamite is kicking off. And as much as you expect to see us here covering live wrestling, we expect to see Orange Cassidy opening a Dynamite. So it's going to be a good one. We'll see. But Orange Cassidy is coming out already. Folks, we're going to get into AEW. Tony's got another announcement. Like, how many announcements can we get? Well, we'll keep trickling them out, and we'll see. Because last week's announcement spiked some viewers. So, it's going to be a fun one. We're going to get into all the action. As always, we are the alternative commentary to all the wrestling. All the wrestling. We're back at it tomorrow with Miss Luna Havoc. We'll be here for Impact. Friday, we got a triple header because we got more Impact. We got SmackDown. We got Rampage. But right out of the gate here tonight, we're going to start with a lot of action. I see this chat filling up already. Keep it coming. Say hello. Let me know how you're doing out there. And if you're wondering, who's this guy? Well, I am Mr. Every Night KJ White, the Iron Man of YouTube, the face that runs the place. So with all that being said, we got a group that's been getting a lot of airtime on Dynamite as of late, but we're getting Swerve going up against Orange Cassidy here tonight. Remember, folks, if you're new here, we take a prediction on all the matches. We take a rating out of 10 at the end of the show. And as we go along, you can just hit mute on your TV, listen to us and what we have to say. And, of course, there's the lovely chat. I hope everyone out there is having a wonderful week. You got Hump Day in the books. Friday Junior tomorrow, so the weekend is pretty much upon us. And we will get into that weekend very shortly. In the meantime, we got some wrestling. Right now, I'm getting picture-in-picture where they remind us why Swerve and OC are mad at each other. But let's quickly, before the action kicks off, let's get to this chat because I don't want to be late on predictions. OC versus Swerve, got it. Victor, good to see you. And yes, that is kicking off the show tonight. Victor taking a page out of Damien's book. Dun, dun, dun. Jay White and Ricky versus Ricky Starks and Jungle Boy versus La Faction in a tornado tag match. Yeah, I'm looking forward to Jay White, Ricky Starks. We'll see how the rest goes, but we'll hold that out. But ding, ding, ding on Orange Cassidy and Swerve here already. There you go. Luna Havoc is in the house. She's taking Swerve already. Okay. Nick in the chat. Big shout out to Big Nick. I tell you, Mean Gene, if you haven't subscribed to the Wrasslin for Life Network and told everyone, then that you are a jabroni like Hulk Hogan jabroni. There you go. And a little bit of flair there in honor of the man who we lost today. Big shout out and big thoughts and prayers to everybody surrounding the Iron Sheik, a legend. Ironically, it's funny because you bring up Hulk Hogan and we obviously know the social media stuff and such. But as a kid, the big red, white, and blue baby face needed an enemy. The Iron Sheik was that. For years, he was the bad guy. But then as we got older, Hogan became the bad guy and Sheik became kind of beloved. So funny how life works out. But yes, 81 years of age. And like I said, T's and P's to family and friends. Sad day for the wrestling world, but what a run. 81 years, everything that man went through, the battles. Man, that's a run. I think a lot of us, if we're sitting around at 81 looking at all the shit he did and we got half that done, we'd be feeling pretty good. Looking forward to Switchblade. Damien's always looking forward to the matches. I'm looking forward to this one too. I mean, I feel like they could have done more with this. I feel like it should have been on the pay-per-view. Huge fan of Ricky Starks and Jay White. I think they're both stars, but it hasn't quite got there yet. So not bad. We'll see. There's lots of rumors about maybe the Bullet Club Gold being involved in Collision. We'll see what that means, what that looks like. And right now I got OC and Swerve going back and forth as OC's going for that rope break. Swerve says not today. Robert, I'm very excited. I bet you are, my friend. I hope you're having a good day. I'm glad you're excited. Big AEW fan, so I'm sure this one will be ringing true for you. Looking forward to it. Bonkers is excited as well. There you go. AEW fan for life. All right. Jeff Cobbs versus Wardlow, Ishii versus Claudio, Kenta versus Punk, Shibata versus Darby Allin, Tanahashi versus Page. On Dancer, on Comet, on Cupid. Okay. There we go. Spatula City. I have no idea. What's up? Who else is in the chat? Tonight? Don't want to miss anybody out the gate. Inside the Ring is back. Good to see you. Gamer, how you doing? Our prediction champion in the house. Oh. OC stretching out Swerve. Almost a tarantula, kinda, sorta. Why did you put wrestler on the right screen? Why did you put Richard? Now you're trying to give me confusing predictions about us. Why did you put the wrestler on the right screen? I don't know. What do you think? What's up, Luna? What's up? How you doing? We will see Miss Luna Havoc back at it tomorrow night. It's going to be a fun one. Our Impact Insider will be in the house. Huge chop from Swerve, and down goes OC. Doing good. How y'all doing? We're doing well. It's another night of wrestling, my friend. We're rolling through from one KJ to another KJ. How you doing, King Jordan? Hope you are well. See Money's back at it. Giving some praise to Luna. Dale's in the house. Hello, sir. Fact checker extraordinaire. What's going on, Kayla? Welcome back. Good to see you. Wait, who's late? Who's late? Am I looking up there? Yeah, you must be talking to someone else. I'm never late. Unfortunately, I have OC for the win. Listen, OC's for the win. I mean, I'll jump out on that predictions right now, but Omega and Osprey, yes, we're going to get that at Forbidden Door. But yes, Orange Cassidy for the win all the way. Alexis says, Orange Cassidy, welcome back, by the way. Orange for the win says Bonkers. Orange Cassidy will retain the championship. It's funny because I thought maybe the Battle Royal was a way to get OC away from the belt without having him take a loss. I was wrong. Whoa! Both men over the top. And then a sloppy hurricane run on the floor. Okay. Kind of cool. A little sloppy at the end. OC, Tope, Juice. What's up, Brandon? How you doing? What's up, Wrestling for Life gang? It's Wednesday night, and we know what that means. It means a lot of things. But yes, it definitely means that we're back for Dynamite and that we are going to be joined by one Mr. Tony Khan with yet another announcement. Is it weird? We're getting all these announcements from Tony, and I'm okay, fine. It's his company. He can do whatever he wants. Let's not get into that right now. But I feel like the last 4, 5, 6 announcements, we all knew the answer before he said it. Like, none of these announcements are surprises. They're all leaked out. Everybody kind of knows. Like, we knew Punk was coming back. We knew you were going to Chicago. Like, none of these announcements, like, if they do announce, like Robert says here, if they announce Punk and Joe, well, we knew that. Why are you telling us? Just do it. Fucking do it. Like, to me, sometimes it's like, wait. Oh! OC and Swerve off the top turnbuckle, smashing their face to the floor, and we're off to a pretty fine start to this show tonight, folks. OC for the win. Anybody? Oh, Luna says Swerve better win. I don't know. You're in trouble. I don't know. You never bet against Orange Cassidy. The only thing that's interesting with this one is the last couple weeks, the moguls, the NBC moguls, or whatever they're calling themselves right now, they continue to get a lot of TV time. The Authors of Agony are a great tag team. Like they looked outstanding last week, even though they lost. Go figure. But I mean, if you're giving us a push to Swerve, and again, we're going to see a bit of an influx. If some talent is going to be on Saturdays more than Wednesdays or exclusively on Wednesdays, what does that mean? What does that look like? So we'll find out. Oh my God, Real Wrasslin, boss. We got to have a chat. But yes, according to some folks, this is, the real wrestling where every match has a stipulation, everybody's bleeding. But hey, real's real. Swerve with just a rude kick on the back of the head of OC as he's being distracted by Nana. Ooh, Nana. Let's fucking go. Aaron's back in the house. Good to see you, buddy. JV's back as well. My air is Cajun. It must be because it's burning my eyes. Yeah, you're getting that peppery Canadian air right there. A lot of people. I had a lot of friends reach out from the U.S. side of the border. Of course, being in Canada, people were concerned for my well-being. But yeah, it's crazy. And I know Luna's in Toronto as well. And to look up and see the clouds and it's such a weird feeling. It's so ominous. But yeah, right now that's Quebec, BC, Alberta, Saskatchewan, and Nova Scotia. I believe that's currently what's, not doing so well as far as the fire goes. If Swerve loses, we riot sign in the crowd. Well, get your pitchforks. Let's go. Action Andrade will be on Dynamite. Why, Richard? Even if that bold prediction is true, why? Why are we doing it? People said, oh, Jericho put him over. Jericho let him win. There's a huge difference between getting someone over and letting them beat you. And that's what happened to Jericho. He took a loss. It's the same thing you look at Double or Nothing. Jericho loses. And instead of just going off into the night, like Jericho took an L, no big deal, let's move on. We got to give him a backstage segment where he's screaming and yelling, and then he sets someone on fire. Because Jericho's hoping that we're all going to talk about how he's a fucking wizard, opposed to the fact that he just lost a match. It's this neat little thing that Jericho always does. He has to get that last laugh. But, we'll see what happens now. Is Adam Cole and Jericho going to continue? I hope not. A couple fans pointed that out on Twitter, and Jericho told them where to go. So maybe he's hoping to get more Cole involved. I have no idea. I think Adam Cole can do better. Oh, flatliner, so to speak. I heard tickets still not doing well. Yes, another announcement. Yeah, you know what? Part of the ticket sales issues, there's several layers to this, Rocco. And here's the thing. One, Saturdays, it's tough. Two, I don't believe all these shows are live to air. So that's a big issue. Three, how you've trickled out the information. It's been weird. Instead of one big announcement, and I kind of, like I said, he can do whatever he wants. I know Nick and I argued about it, but it's really weird and it's really lukewarm. I don't feel like the company's overly promoting it. I don't think they're overly excited about it. But you know what the biggest factor I think is? The price of tickets. It is a recession. If you guys haven't noticed, there's not a whole lot of money going around. And in Canada, particularly, we go all out for our summers. We don't get a ton of summer, so we take advantage of it. And I think the ticket prices are a problem. Big DDT. I will admit, good match. Swerve is not fit for champion. Ooh, fighting words inside the ring. I do not agree. I think Swerve would be a great champion. You got to build him up. I think he's a highly talented guy. I think the whole embassy mogul thing and the factions, and they're trying to work him into the leader of some type of faction some way, somehow. Swerve just straight up is good. He's solid in the ring. He's a great performer. And right now, Orange Cassidy just sitting on the turnbuckle, grabbing some air as Swerve's on the apron. So Cassidy just waited for him to come over and punch him. Well, that was silly. And eats a Death Valley driver. Anyone else think that was a weird spot? Oh, he's coming. Oh, he hit me. Oh, I'm down. Swerve is on fire. Boss, welcome back. Good to see you. Steve G, what's up? Good to see you. OC for the win. Never fear. Larry is here. We never fear, buddy. Never fear. But glad to see you back again. Boss Monsters in the house. I think I might have said that, but I can't remember. Got OC for the win, says Dale. Larry. C Money letting you know what's up. How you doing, C Money? Wait. Look, OC has a different pants. It's a sign of OC losing. Okay. JV hoping. JV grasping at straws. But both men are fighting on the apron right now. OC with a DDT to the floor. People popped. I don't know. I don't I didn't care for that. But yeah, we're getting a holy shit chant. It wasn't that holy shit. Another DDT. Oh, wait. Swerve dead. Here comes kick out. Yeah. 2. We got a 2. I'll say this. They came out of the gate hot, and they're not disappointing with this match right here, right now. The crowd is happy with it. Nice energy. I have some small critiques, but overall, solid match. Oh, Hurricanrana. And another kick out. Orange Cassidy for the win, says KJ. Better not get swerved. Absolutely, Aaron. What's up? It's about 4 a.m. What's up, you? It's about 4 AEW Dynamite. It's time for Orange Crush. Sloppy one. And another two. How are you guys feeling about this? Give me some flames. Give me some thumbs up. Give me a thumbs down if you happen to not be feeling it. I have a feeling a lot of people in the chat right now are going to be pretty happy with this match. Let me try this again. What's up, you? It's time for AEW Dynamite. To be clear, I'm going to go for Orange Cassidy to retain his international title. Jabroni. Thank you, Bobby. Welcome back. Rest in peace, Sheik. I love it. I love seeing it, guys. But like I said, an absolute legend. You don't have an unforgettable baby face without an unforgettable heel, and the Sheik was unforgettable. Think of this. 7 of the first 9 WrestleMania opponents for Hogan are gone. Crazy. JV, that's deep. And some big names in there, including my all-time fave. Missed the house call. Roll up. 2. We got another 2. Oh, nice fake. Goes low. And now hits the house call. Wait, no way. Strickland hit. Oh, up to the top. Sorry, folks. Shit's getting real. Coup de grace. Wow. What do you have to do to end the match? Keep the chat coming. I'm way behind. Thumbs up, Hogan. That's not nice. Welcome back, Joe. Scott, good to see you. You got Swerve. You might be right, man. They're woo. Did OC just do a Superman punch? Holy shit. Yeah, it's the Orange Crush. Or the Orange Punch or Orange Punch. Another roll up. He's pulling the tights. He got it. Looks like we're going to get more of this based on that finish. What's up, Haseen? Yes, very much so. Some thumbs up. Another kick out. Shit ton of false finishes. Does Swerve get swerved by Keith Lee? Swerving Keith Lee is one of the most crazy anomalies in AEW history. Like, it just never became. And now all these men are sloppily beating up Orange Cassidy. All right, we're choking them. But they keep looking at the entranceway. Like, guys, don't let us know. Oh, lights out! Lights out! Sting! Darby! This match should have started off in the second hour of the show. I mean, not bad starting the night with energy, though. The lights are out forever, folks. They lost the switch. We can't find the switch. What is that? All right. It's Sting! Thank you, Tony. You've made your paycheck this week. Amen. Reigns has his Superman punches and OC has his DDTs. Yeah, OC kind of just does a smorgasbord of things. Swerve Strickland, definitely world champion. Damien, I mean, Swerve is really, really, really good. So, Sting, Darby, chase off the rest of, I almost called them United Embassy. The Embassy Moguls, not a bad start. Not a bad start at all to this show. One of the criticisms of Dynamite, folks, is week in, week out, week in, week out. We get a lot of OC. OC wrestles more than anybody else, defends his belt more than anybody else, never loses. A lot of the matches are the same, according to a lot of people, myself included. But Swerve and OC tore it down. I was completely happy with that match. Good energy tonight. They are reminding us we are getting a tornado tag later, and we're getting a little more Takashka with Dawn. And Statlander is going up against Anna JAS. I wish she would stop saying that. Bash 8 is back. How you doing? Kryptonite, a freight train. I don't know how you beat Orange Cassidy, who right now is still laying face down on his belt while Sting and Darby celebrate. Whew. I really hope Swerve wins. Orange Cassidy is supposedly injured in no less than 3 places, so he would still look strong in defeat. Not today, Aaron. Not today. And like I always joke, we made Orange Cassidy the captain of our fantasy team for a reason. Guy just in the ring every week, sometimes multiple times a week. Yeah, what do you got to do to get a pin? Yeah, no kidding. They hit everything. And I mean, I understand, but I didn't mind. A bunch of false finishes. The crowd were on their feet. Kevin's back in the house. Good to see you, Kevin. How you doing? Rock and roll. Curtis Williams is 1-0 tonight. Folks, make sure you're making the predictions and let me know how you're doing. Curtis making sure I know. Let's go. Juice is back at it. Good to see you, buddy. A little more Steve. Something that Roman Reigns isn't. I got to go back up now. Eric, how you doing? Welcome. I'm really surprised Orange Cassidy defended the title. Yeah, I mean, there has been talk about him being injured, but that's the thing. Tony Khan loves starting off Dynamite with Orange Cassidy. It's undeniable. It's something that we consistently see, whether you love it or hate it. It's definitely something that consistently happens. Some people love it. Some people don't like it. I think I'm somewhere in the middle. I will say this. That was the best Orange Cassidy match I've seen in a minute. And again, sometimes when you see somebody or something too often, you get overexposed to it. But at least tonight, him and Swerve, I hope they go back to this. I don't know how this all plays out. I'm sure we're getting a 6-man tag between Swerve and the Authors of Agony versus Sting, Darby, and OC, but I don't know. KJ White, Kevin is good. Good, Kevin. Dale's 1-0. Bobby Serino getting ahead of everybody. Attaboy, Bobby. Take all the wins. All he wants was in NXT, and now he's going to SmackDown. Bash, one of the more confusing things. And I get it. People are going to say he's a free agent, but I've tried to defend the draft for weeks. You guys, for anybody that's been tuning in here consistently, you guys know that I come on here and I try and be impartial. And I'm like, all right, let's give him the benefit of the doubt on this draft. Maybe Papa Paul will do something a little bit different, a little better with the draft. It doesn't seem to be the case. And I know they're free agents, KJ. it's just a lot of moving parts. Like, we're still not quite sure who's on what show, but I would have done without Corbin and Ali in the qualifiers. I think them being in the qualifiers and them also being involved in NXT makes you feel like automatically they're really unlikely to win. It was the same problem I had on Monday when you booked, or last Monday when you booked in Miz against Ricochet. I don't expect Miz to be in the Money in the Bank. So put someone that maybe could surprise us. Unlikely, but maybe surprise us. Even if Miz won, I wouldn't care. It wouldn't be that much of a deal because it's Miz. But I'm all for not having the guys on multiple shows. Same thing I say here. Ring of Honor and AEW need to separate. You need their own individual identities. We're going to see what's going to happen with Collision and Dynamite as far as that goes as well. Maybe that's next week's announcement, is the brand split. I don't fucking know, guys. What do you think about Okada versus Danielson? Let's go. Take my money. That is a dream match. Easy for me to say. That is absolutely a dream match, Eric. I like it. I like the intensity in Bryan. Daniel Bryan, for a long time, has been one of the top guys in the world at doing this. And I think at times he kind of gets caught up in the BCC stuff that I don't love for him. But seeing him cut that pre-tape, Okada accepts. I think Daniel's going to put him to work. I think Daniel Bryan is going to make him battle. He's going to make him go all the way to the end. And I actually could see Okada stealing this victory, but I think it's going to be worth watching. Kenny and Ospreay, just to kind of elaborate on that, they're not going to let us down, I do not believe. Every time they get in the ring together, it's just something different. They have a chemistry on a different level. And for me, I'm looking forward to both those. If that's what you're starting with for June 25th, if you can tack in some other things of interest, we got high hopes for Forbidden Door, for Forbidden Door to be something special, to be something crazy good. So get on it, Tony. We're waiting. Rocco with a new Avi. Creep me out. If free agents get to be on all three shows, get any title shots, wouldn't all-stars want to be a free agent? Then think about it. Yes. One of the flawed parts of this whole theory, Rocco, 100%, is the fact that what are we doing? I mean, the people that weren't good enough to get picked get to go wherever they want. Then why would you not avoid the draft? Like you're fucking, you have no interest in being there. Why would you even want to have the constraints? If I can avoid being drafted, I can do whatever I want. Yeah, it's a little... I don't like it. I can't defend it. I got no answers for you. Definitely Jungle Boy and Hook winning. Yeah, 100%. And that's kind of, you get OC. You kind of expect OC to win. Then you get that match. You don't really imagine Jungle Boy and Hook going over. Maybe they can surprise us, but they don't do it very often. So we'll see. But right now, I got Rocky coming up with the best friends, also known as Chaos. All right. So that's it. Heather's back in the house. Good to see you. Folks, keep that chat coming. Remember, if I'm a little slow or not getting to you, we do have the super chat. We do have the super stickers. Make yourself stand out. Make sure I don't miss your comments. I mean, sometimes eyes get a little squinty. I don't see everything I'm supposed to see. But that all being said, we do have those super chats. We do have the super stickers, and any type of generosity goes right back into growing this channel. What did Sassy agree with? And welcome back, Sassy. Good to see you. I'm going to guess Sky Blue versus Tony Storm title match for Collision. Okay. Sky Blue's growing on me. I used to call her Cora Blue, but there's they've separated themselves. Sky Blue's doing a little bit better, I think. But Tony Storm, let's go for it, Mark. I'm okay with that. And welcome back as well, in case I haven't said that to you. Hi. Hello, all. There you go. There you go. Alexis is 1-0. Boston's 1-0. Okada Danielson is going to be an absolute banger. Yeah, sign me up all day long. Absolutely, Boston. I'll be shocked if we finish that match and go, it was okay. I'll be shocked. Unless there's some tomfoolery, I'll be really shocked if we don't walk away from that going, okay, that was a match. That was a good one. But I'm looking forward to it. But speaking of Brian, he's on commentary. The BCC making their way out to the ring through the crowd. And they'll be taking on Chaos. Oh, speaking of Chaos, he eats a chair. Ramiro over top. We're not waiting. Okay. Is this a no DQ falls count anywhere? What is this? I thought this was just a straight up trios match. Oh, Trent gets Yuta up to the top. Oh, okay. I got you. You got me. Here we go. Superplex to open the match. 1-0. Is anyone a little surprised? Maybe I missed it. But usually with WWE, you get like a picture of the Iron Sheik and like a kind of a sentiment. I haven't seen anything from AEW on that regard. And considering they had Sabu kicking around, just curious. Zodiac, how you doing? Is Adam Cole number one contender for the BBB? It seems like if you get through Jericho and you haven't completely lost all your shine, then yes, you get a title shot. I don't know. See, here's the problem with Cole right now for me, and you guys can let me know if I'm crazy. But for me, I feel like the Jericho rivalry with Cole kind of took out some of my steam, some of my excitement for Adam Cole. So for Adam Cole to go through what we just saw into MJF, I think it feels like MJF would eat him alive right now. That's just my take on it. I don't know what's next for MJF, but MJF will be here tonight, so maybe that will shed some light on it. But right now, everybody is down. Guys, I have no idea what's happening. And do we feel like the BCC is going to go after the House of Black? Is that a possibility? We're getting a lot of trios matches for the BCC lately. John Moxley takes a European uppercut. There you go. So Aubrey trying to restore some order, I guess. Like, how do you open the match by throwing a chair in someone's face? Cutter! I don't like Moxley doing the cutter. Sassy says, super sticker. I like it. I appreciate it very much. Thank you. Oh, and one says, John, welcome back, John. I hope you're doing well. BCC gets the win. All right. Nobody taking Chaos, eh? I'm in PA. It's smoky here. Heather, you would be. Not too far away. Definitely going to be feeling the smoke like a lot of us. So crazy times. It's crazy. I don't even know how to put it into words. It's just so kind of weird and surreal. Who do you think should be in the number one contender for MJF? Damien, this is a really loaded question and a really difficult question, to be honest. But and I will listen to anybody in the chat that has an opinion on who should challenge for that belt, who should be a part of the group. But really, like, who's built up? Part of my thought was, like, are we going to get Darby based on the finish? Are we going to revisit that? I don't know. Darby seems preoccupied with other things now. Jungle Boy's moved on. I don't know. Well, Sammy's having a baby, so maybe we won't see him for a while. He's probably laying on the couch with his feet up just to be safe. But I have no idea. I have no idea what this group or who out of this group is going to step up and go after MJF. Thought maybe a Jay White, but maybe too soon because you don't want to take that belt away. I mean, there's not a long line right now. Everybody else is kind of meh. Mox versus El Desperado for Rindor. BCC versus HOB versus House of Black, Blackpool Combat Club versus House of Black for the Trios title. Okay, Bobby, I'm with you. I don't know why you made me say things so often. or so much. But yeah, it feels like that's where we're heading. It feels like they're building up the BCC as a trios. You should see the pic of the Yankee Stadium. Yeah, I've seen a lot of pics. And I mean, for New York to come out and have to do a press conference about, how it looks, I mean, if y'all got some water, we'll take it. BCC versus, yeah, okay. So Zodiac feeling it. BCC for the win. We are in picture, by the way, folks. I hope you are doing well. I'm getting a McMuffin commercial. That was very distracting. One of the best things on the planet. Mox versus El Desperado. Really? You think we'll go there? That's not bad. I mean, we'll see. I feel like Mox and BCC are going to be in some kind of trios match. Seems like what they like to be doing right now. I think Adam Page, due to the Sassy's got a point. Adam Page could go. Would it be compelling? Could they make it work? I mean, last week we kind of saw the flirtation of, having the Dark Order back involved with Adam Page and the Young Bucks. So I don't know. I mean, Adam Page kind of would, on a short list, Adam Page would be on it, I believe. Won't happen. I know for a fact, but I imagine first time is Kenny versus MJF. Kenny's busy though. Kenny's going to go and take on Ospreay. So not until after Forbidden Door do we even begin to have that conversation. Part of me thought again, because Darby kind of got screwed at the end of the Fatal 4-Way for the belts, the Pillars match, as you would put it, that, yeah, I thought maybe Darby, but Darby seems preoccupied. Darby seems... Dean getting beat. Oh, yeah, by the way, we got a match going on, and John's still down, by the way. Roderick Strong, Miro, Andrade, Ricky Starks, Adam Page, or MJF versus Punk 3. I don't think you're going to get Adam Cole. Not right out of the gate anyway. I know Joe's been rumored. Miro, Andrade, it'll be curious to see what they do with them. But FTR versus Ten Cozy. Just give me Ten Cozy. All right. Will Mox bleed? Maybe not tonight. But then again, the wind could change directions. The only three that makes sense is Darby, Adam Page, or Punk. Punk, unless you bring Punk over, like you bring MJF over to Collision and have it go that way, it would bring some intrigue for Collision. Would there be an expectation that Punk should probably win maybe too soon? Wow, brutal. We got a bulldog choke. Yuta with a flying knee. Oh, I hate that this fucking submissions in unison. Huge elbows. Rocky taps. Trent goes to do a moonsault from the turn, like onto the floor, and Cesaro smashed him. Well, Mox did not bleed. Amazing how BCC just wrestled in Japan on Saturday. Yeah, been around the world. But they get another win. They've been unstoppable. And we'll see what happens next for them. It looks like they're building them up as a trios, though. But at this point, the BCC just embarrass other teams. Like the other team has nothing left when they are done. Who is AEW Tag Team Division? Could be a good team to challenge FTR. Do, do. 2 and 0. 0 and 2. What's happening, money? You haven't got one right in a while. I got Paige and the Bucks. Paige and the Bucks are in the back. Luna Havoc calling for a rematch. Dun, dun, dun. Two and 0. He didn't bleed because he needs to save all his blood for Forbidden Door. Well, I mean, listen, if your job as a performer, your job as a creative team is to listen to the audience a little bit, listen to the vibe around. If you bleed every week, it's not important when you do bleed. It doesn't matter when you bleed. So Moxley having a couple matches blood free is not terrible for Moxley's career or his life. Brian's still here. What was that? 2 and 0, 2 and 0, BCC becoming a top faction. Yeah, they really are. They're really staking their claim. And like I said, they absolutely annihilate. They embarrass. One and one, 2 and 0. Yuta wasn't even hitting that dude. Yuta sucks. He needs to go away. I don't think Yuta sucks, Bash. I think he's young. I think he's upcoming. I think he's got a lot of potential. But yeah, there's just shit that doesn't look good. Those elbows, those drop elbows, there's no point to them. You overdo it again. You're just bashing a guy. At the end of this, Trent and Best Friends and Chaos just look like shit. They got ran over. They didn't lose. They got steamrolled. Who else? Victor's 2 and 0. John's 1 and 1. We are on a commercial break, folks. I will take a moment to remind everybody we are the Wrasslin for Life Network. We cover more live wrestling than any other channel out there. Big shout out to Big Nick, Luna, and the rest of the crew, as well as CJ, who we've seen pop on a couple times as of late. But, folks, it's a lot of fun. We are going to be back tomorrow. Impact Wrestling, myself, Luna Havoc, running you through that show. It's going to be a fun time. We're back at 8 p.m. Eastern time. And then Friday, we got a triple header. We got Impact Against All Odds. Do not miss out on this card. It is actually stacked. It's going to be a really fun show. The first ever 8-4-1 match, which you start with 8, you end up with 4, and then you get to 1. Yuta's boring. Yes, that's why him in a faction works. Just kind of how they highlight him might not be the best for him. What? But folks, like Victor's saying, or leading me on, make sure you like, share, subscribe, be a part of the family, be a part of the show, join the group, and make sure you tell all your friends about Wrasslin for Life Network. We got more content coming your way, more original content. And actually, we had the premiere of Luna's shit the IWC says. So she's going to pop up every once in a while, kind of break down some of the rumors and some of the buzz and some of the hashtags that are out there and give her 2 cents on them. So if you haven't seen that video, go check it out down below. Check out all our archives, all our fun stuff. Make sure you join the family. And by the way, do not forget, it is very important that you do this, but go out and get yourself a Wrasslin for Life Network t-shirt, hoodie, tank top, crop top, drop top. Go get yourself some merch, some swag, and show your colors proud. Oh, and we are back. I'm coming out of commercial break, so we'll see what's going on. But keep that chat going. Keep it alive. Fact, the no good jabroni. Hulk Hogan on this day. Yes, everyone go let Hulk Hogan know how you feel about him on this particular day. Right now, I'm getting a video package for Kenny Omega, Will Ospreay, of course, Forbidden Door 2, and we've already talked about this one. It's going to be a good one. I don't see it. Goldberg never could wrestle. Hook can and does wrestle. Where are we going? Where would Boston say? What would Boston say? We'll get back there. Tell me if I'm off here, but to me, it's almost like they are building Hook like the Goldberg type character, and I hate it. I get it where it's like the quiet comes out, kicks ass, leaves, quiet, doesn't really add much other than the fact that he gets in the ring and he's really good. But at the end of the day, for me, it's it really is a matter of keeping everything intact with Hook. Hook, we've lost steam. You go back at the end of 2021, people wanted him to win Wrestler of the Year just because he showed up a couple times. I really don't have much interest in Hook right now, but we got MJF, we got the scarf, we got it in the house, and
of course I had to show up with the scarf on and everything.
Of course. Big Nick in the house, folks.
What up? How you doing, sir? How you doing?
I'm doing extremely well. It's been a fun night. Things were popping.
Big things popping, little things stopping. Up to something sees never sleeps. Why?
Right.
Now, do we think he's going to be coming out here and challenging somebody, or we're going to get
I think
somebody interrupts him and we're going to lead to the next feud?
Yeah, I figure, I mean, we were kind of debating earlier tonight on the chat here that, we have no idea who's going to come on. There's not a whole lot of challengers lining up.
Well, he even said during his post-match press conference and everything about how, the competition isn't there. So he's doing the Roman Reigns of I want someone to come and take this from me.
Yeah, no, absolutely, absolutely. Zodiac, give us some love. What up, Nick?
Sassy. What up?
When is the champ holding the mic? You drug addicts, keep your mouth shut.
When my hand goes up, your mouth goes shut. Why?
Right.
Hey, we've managed to fit. Oh, there it is. We've managed to fit another Shrek reference in here. He's out of his swamp.
Right.
Vance, I like
Colorado, that. Your mother swallows. Holy shit. Can you say that on TV?
How rude.
There's Cole. So, yeah, the reward for getting through Jericho.
And to think, though, they talked about that the Jericho Cole feud was going to continue on for a while and everything. It wasn't the end of it. So now it ends even worse because we had the blow-off match at the pay-per-view that ended in a tag match given away free on Dynamite. That was better than the unsanctioned match.
It was fucking awful. I don't care. I will fight tooth and nail. It's a hill I will die on. The match, the unsanctioned match, was fucking awful in every sense of the word. There was no aspect of that match that made me excited, made me laugh, made me cry, made me anything. It was shit from start to finish. And then in addition to that intergender match, I saw some people, Jericho, that was so good. Get the fuck out of here. That is atrocious. That is horrid, awful wrestling. And it wasn't good. It hasn't been good. And maybe this will bring out the best in Cole. I hope.
Well, I was going to say, I think Adam Cole is going to be the one coming out of that whole situation smelling like daisies here. If now he walks into him versus MJF, as KJ is going to take a pause for the cause there. But Rocco, I see what you're saying of it might be too soon. I don't think so, because what else have we really done with Adam Cole? We're just talking about that awful MJF or the awful Jericho feud that he's been stuck in. So I think that this really is what they could have, should have, would have done when he came back, if it wasn't going to be the whole elite storyline continuing on or anything like that. As MJF's cutting Cole's music off right before he can do the Adam Cole, baby. Why? But I'm interested by this. I think this it'll be a great match. 100% it'll be a great match. I think it shows the lack of talent depth that they haven't built up any new stars, that they're new signing. Their big, steal from WWE, Adam Cole, is who they have left because they burned everybody out in the 4 Pillars match. But MJF even agreeing with us. If I don't know about you, but I'm excited. MJF not losing that belt for a long time, Sassy, 100%. I don't got the scarf for no reason. He is not losing that belt anytime soon. Adam Cole hasn't built enough since his return, so small mark. Well, that's the problem. If they would have done this out of the gate with his return, if they're not going to have him deal around with the elite and play grab ass with his friends, if he comes back and comes in and he goes right after the title, then we miss that awful Jericho feud. And he comes in and stays feeling like a star and stays and keeps that heat and momentum. He's cooled off, which AEW has a good track record of signing somebody, bringing them on new, and then they cool them off. Example, Adam Cole right now in the ring. Big example, Jay White. 2 big steals that they got that are fantastic. We all thought that they were going to get pushed to the moon, and they've cooled them right off. Adam Cole reminds me of a less cool Keanu Reeves. Fair enough. Kevin, what up? JV, what up? Luna, Adam Cole kind of looks like Tom Cruise. Did he always look like that? I don't think so. I don't quite see the Tom Cruise. I mean, maybe if he shaved and didn't have the long hair, but I can, right here and around the nose, I can kind of see it. But no, I don't recall him ever looking like Tom Cruise. Lazy booking, says Aaron. No, I think this might actually be some good booking, finally, for once. Even a blind squirrel finds it up, because this is somebody, too, who we forget with what Adam Cole can do on the mic. It's story time with Adam Cole, baby. So we're going to have somebody that can at least try and hang with MJF on the mic, which is a very hard task to do. So I think it's probably one of the best sleeper picks that they could have done, because you have to match MJF on a ton of levels, on the mic, in the ring. And I think Adam Cole checks a lot of those boxes. And remember, granted, we thought Adam Cole was considered one of the greatest pro wrestlers out there. And he's been, like I said, cooled off ever since he came to AEW. Adam, the person, is cool, but not a fan of his character. Far too arrogant. He's like an ankle biter dog. Agree to disagree, small mark, but you can have that. Why does Cole not have a mic? Because he came out. It was supposed to be an MJF segment. He's out here unannounced. So that would be why he hasn't grabbed a mic yet. And so MJF right now running through his whole history too, and even mentioning spots that he's been to, the same places like Adam Cole, of going to CZW. I'm waiting for him to bring up a MLW reference. Would AEW ever bring in MJF's faction from MLW? I think they would try if they could. I think that's the thing. I don't think MLW is letting that happen anytime soon. They're still dealing with the whole legal battle with WWE. Clay, what up? Yeah, the NBA finals are on. I got it. We'll keep an eye on it. MJF. Adam, what happened to you, man? NXT isn't a world championship. I dispute that, sir. I would call it a world championship. Damien, what up? Holiday and Hammerstone. Well, again, Hammerstone's a top guy in MLW. They're really not letting him just walk on over there or get rented out to AEW. Not at all. Not unless we're going to get a team up of MLW and AEW trying to take on Titan Towers here. But I don't still see that. Still think MJF needs a faction to support his title. Well, they've tried it twice now-ish, because he had the Pinnacle. So they've done it at least once where they had the Pinnacle. And it didn't really last. I mean, I could see it if he could very much have his own version of like a 4 Horsemen, but I don't know if there's anybody right now that all 4 heels that you're going to put around him that don't. Ooh, that could fit. That's the thing is, like I said, they had it with the Pinnacle and they kind of didn't go as well as it could have. So I don't know if he needs other people to rely on. Boring. Nah, Bobby, this isn't boring. MJF's on the screen is fantastic. Where do you see Richard Holiday ending up, AEW or WWE? Oh, I think I had seen the rumor floating around that WWE's really looked at him and expressed interest. I don't know if I've seen AEW do the same. They already have a very deep and stacked roster. So I think that he could end up in WWE if I had to guess. I'd rather listen to Scarf that's streaming. Ah, fair enough, Larry. I'll give you that then. I appreciate the shout out, I guess, if that was even meant that way.
Boom. It's boring as fuck. Like, you can say whatever you want about MJF, but this is boring.
I was trying to oversell it. That's why I haven't been talking about much of the promo and just trying to talk over it.
It's just not.
There hasn't been much that's captivated you outside of him telling the city that their mother swallows. So
and you know what? Now he's getting some boos, but like MJF's so in between being a bad guy or a good guy. So to me, that's not good for him. That's not great for him.
But is it that Cole's cooled off so much that now we're getting the iceberg effect?
A little bit, right? Like he's gone. I'm really hoping Cole and him can elevate and do something really fun here. Really strong.
I feel like I'm really showing the heart a little bit there with trying to not discredit MJF for being good on a promo, because this has not been a good MJF promo.
It's just like Cole's just standing there taking all of this shit. And again, it's the jabs at the WWE. Been there, done that, man. It's like the kid that figured out he can say the F word. Oh, Cole got a mic.
So you're ahead of me. Yeah, right now he's just yelling, saying, I don't see top guy. But I like the matchup of these two at least. How do you feel?
Yeah, I mean, Cole deserves it. I mean, we know what Cole can bring to the table. I do believe that Cole has something to offer. I don't think Jericho was good for Cole, but Jericho hasn't been good for a lot of wrestlers. MJF
Jericho isn't good for Jericho.
Not even. I think Jericho's been terrible for Jericho.
Right. I've just got Cole on the mic right now.
Oh, wow.
Well, and I like how he instantly out the gate of, really, that's the best you got?
Yeah, Cole just says, I don't know why you're so obsessed with other people's relationships. I know your fiance left you, but he's complimenting him now, letting him know that he's world class.
Right. Yeah.
MJF bringing the WWE up again. Yeah, Aaron. It's like, we get it. Like, again, it's a cheap pop. It's low-hanging fruit. It's candy from a baby. It's pointless. I'm not impressed.
Well, it goes back to, it reminds me again of very WCW vibes of, we have to keep poking at the big brother to try and feel like we have some sort of relevancy, or say, hey, remember, guys, hey, that's who we're competing against. Yeah, remember, they suck and we're good, right? Yeah.
But it's not even that, though. It's almost like, do you remember when you used to have a better career than what you have right now? Like, it's weird.
You remember when you used to be a prominent wrestler?
Yeah. Well, Cole getting himself over, though. So Cole not going to shy away. Cole getting some applause.
Well, and that's what I like with this, of Cole is somebody that at least on the stick can go, promo for promo with MJF. There's very few people that they have on that roster that can come close.
Yeah, no, he can hang. Now he's talking about being respected by the boys and girls back there in the dressing room.
Yeah, you got a whole show to yourself of All Access. No one else watches it.
Yeah, no kidding.
They don't even bring it up anymore. Shit. He usually goes overboard, so I guess it's just a normal promo. Fair enough. Fair enough.
But he's not like he used to go overboard in like a holy shit. I can't believe he said that. Outside of something that I think was telling the crowd that their moms swallow is something I even hesitate saying on this channel because
they're a big fan of birds. They're a big fan of birds. That's what it is. They like to watch that lovely northeastern swallow. A lot of stuff is true, but it's just insults. We've heard it all before.
Wow. No one respects you. Not in the locker room, not in the crowd. Nobody respects you, MJF. What you gonna do, brother?
What you gonna do, you jabroni hatui? But I don't. Is that believable to you though? Is that a believable?
Yeah.
No one respects you.
Well, not no one. Like I think some people respect his talent, but I mean, there's a lot of people that don't have a lot of great things to say about him. And again, when you're coming out and just saying shit for the sake of saying it, I don't know how well it works. It's for the gym.
I see that, and MJF comes out. Oh no, you guys don't respect me.
Right.
Oh no. That plays perfectly, and that's Max can save this promo now because he's used to his whole angle is just you lousy internet smarks, all of that.
What is chat? What is the crowd chanting? I like Cole's promo better. Okay. It's shocking. Damian respects MJF, Nick.
There we go. I got somebody by my side. Leader of the Hopium tribe.
Right. It's been a struggle. And they know it. Oh, we're getting intense. Okay.
Same promo, different people. That's all tired of it to do something new.
Fair enough. I like this part, though. There you go, Cole. Nice. Cole just grins. That ends well.
I'm getting there.
Yeah, my shit.
I got MJF losing his goddamn mind right now, and I'll beat your ass.
Yeah. And he goes, there, boy champ. Looks like we got a match. That was good. A good ending. If we could have got there quicker, it would have been nicer.
Well, Luna pointing out, it's like they've been talking for 3 days.
It's been 86 years. Fuck.
That does end really well, and we end even with the Adam Cole, baby. But I like that if it was kind of MJF kind of phoned it in out of the gate. Adam Cole baits him in, and I like where MJF just snaps and starts losing his. Fine, you want it? I'll kick your fucking ass.
The
and
good part
Cole just walks off like that's what I wanted.
That's the good part of all of that is that, Cole walks off with the smirk. He got under the skin of the guy who gets under everybody's skin. And, MJF loses his temper. Now we got a match.
Absolutely. And I think it's going to be a hell of a match. And that goes to Adam Cole can hang in there. How do you feel as we're getting a replay of this, by the way? Because I wanted to ask because I've got Fast and Furious going in. But how do you feel about them playing in and selling that or Matt Hardy's at least said that the whole botch of Jeff Hardy with the Whisper in the Wind was intentional?
Yeah, fuck you. Let's be real. Come on now. That wasn't intentional. You don't intentionally fall like that. If it was intentional, he would have went over the top into kind of a safe place and rolled out. He's a vet. If he was he didn't intentionally eat that fucking turnbuckle. He's not George Steele. Get the fuck out of here.
Well, and it led to nothing, and he sold the ankle once after that, and then never sold it again. So
the Hardy Party sucks. What they've done with Jeff Hardy since they brought him back sucks. This whole shit with Ethan Page is now part of the Hardy Party. It sucks. We've been here, did it. Rinse and repeat. It's shit. It's not good. It shouldn't be on my TV. What the fuck? Thank you.
This is Matt Hardy cashing in all of his chips on the cash cow now of, hey, I've got Tony Khan who will listen to everything I say and thinks it's great. And I've got my brother Jeff here, so people will tune in and still want to watch me, right? Because Jeff's here now.
Yeah.
This man has just gone so out of his depth. Did you see his saying how comparing OC and the Undertaker.
Oh, see, yeah, I saw that right away.
They're
the same guy that said his brother.
Yeah.
Sorry, what?
So where it was saying how they have like the similar type character.
Yeah, no, the fucking dumb, the dumbest shit. Like I said, the same guy that said, "Oh yeah, Jeff's perfectly fine," and then he's out driving down the fucking highway, in Florida, thinking he's in Florida, not sure how to get to Florida. Let's be
Coming
real.
From North Carolina. And
I feel like Matt is one of those guys that just say that shit. It's fucking ridiculous. There's no way. I can't, dude. I can't even
honor it. Can't even acknowledge
Matt Hardy's another one of those guys I've given up on.
Fair enough.
Fire. So Pluggo, you thought it was fire. I felt it was long. I thought it ended fire.
Yeah, it was a slow build.
Oh, another jump. So another match, second match now in a row that we got a jump start.
Oh, you're still way ahead of me.
Jesus.
Nah, that's all good.
So we got Jungle Boy, we got Hook, we got Los Ingobernables.
Yes, I just got the jump now. I was going to say, I can just poke at the chat here while you call the action. You're ahead of me.
My shit froze.
Can we get rid of Matt and Jeff? We wish. I really want the Hardys to retire. Cherish is going hard in the paint here on the Hardy Boys. Well, he's taking his vengeance out after that spot that Matt Hardy took with the chair just cracking him open.
We got an electrical cord in the ring again. It's a Texas tornado match, which now it's starting to look like that means no DQ, which no, but all right. Oh,
well, that's it. Does it mean no DQ? Because it's always been like there's no tags or anything like that.
It's just no DQ. It's just no tags. I don't know why we got an extension cord. It was kind of like the trios match earlier, Nick, where the match started off with a chair shot. What the fuck? What are we doing?
Right. So they are just saying that it's legal now. So it is, according to them, no DQ. But then again, isn't every match in AEW no DQ?
Yeah. I don't understand. I'm surprised, but we will.
Welcome to AEW, where the rules are made up and the matches don't matter anyway.
Jungle Boy becomes Jungle Man and turns on Hook. I don't know if he becomes Jungle Man. That's not where we go with this. I say try Jungle Boy as a heel, but he's got to, he can't work the mic. He needs a heater that he can stand behind, right?
Well, he would have had one with Christian, but Christian's now heel with Lucha Kane. So, yeah, Jungle Boy's just lost out there. If he's a really good mid-cardy babyface, I feel. I don't think he's the top guy.
What up? Some love for Kev. I would say that was a decent segment. Aaron, I'm with you.
Well, Pluggo kind of agreeing with us here. What up? It started slowish, but definitely picked up quickly. Fam, I loved it. Yeah, the back end was really where they sunk their teeth in, I feel.
I would argue Adam Cole looked the best out of coming out of this situation.
Well, he needed it.
Oh, absolutely.
After that stink show, he comes out of here smelling like daisies.
Yeah. It's a nice it's a nice squeegee job here. Like, we clean him off real quick and get him back in there. So I'm all for it, Nick. I think in ring they're gonna really give us something fun to watch. So if they do this right, just straight up, no side stories. Don't have a mini rivalry with Takashka in the middle of this. Just Cole and MJF focus on each other, get to the payoffs.
Does Roddy
it's got a lot of potential. What's that?
Does Roddy get involved?
I hope not.
We don't get Roddy. We don't get Britt. We don't get the Cole and the Funky Bunch getting involved.
I hope not. Especially if you're playing a baby face Cole, right? If Cole's being pure babyface, he really shouldn't have his friends doing much, unless it's MJF challenges Roddy and hurts him, and give him that motivation. You bastard! You hurt my best friend.
But we don't need that with this. We just need I'm going to show you I'm the best pro wrestler. No, I'm the better pro wrestler. That's what we need. We don't need the, General Hospital of As Cole's holding Roddy after he's been attacked by MJF and just no, we don't need that stupid over the top shit.
Yeah, I mean, it's really going to be interesting how they play it out. Good start. Again, it's funny to say, but it was the MJF part of the promo that went too long and had me disinterested. That's so crazy.
Like I said, I was out here in the scarf, so I had to kind of throw up the shield there a little bit and try and defend it. But yeah, not good. Not his best work. Not his best work.
Right.
And has any bit of this match really taken place in the ring? Because I've still got picture-in-picture right now. At least I've got
Jungle Boy.
Oh, we got half in the ring.
Yeah, but one of them is way up in the fucking top of the building, and the manager just fucking around with everybody.
Well, because remember, it's no DQ. We can't just have a regular tag match or anything like that. If we've got to have them fighting in, through the people. Wow. We've got to have extension cords and all of that.
Sub KJ and Nick, what's Matt Hardy gonna help Ethan Page? So that means Ethan Page gonna have a new character soon. Ethan Hardy. Listen, Ethan Page is a talented young gentleman who can bring a lot to the table. And this whole we own your contract and we own you, and this trading of people and trying to buy people is fucking ridiculous. Stop it.
It's very much, it screams of a man named Vincent Russo, I feel. And I'm waiting for the fact that we'll be the ones to end up with the scoop and everything, to where Russo and the boys were consultants with Tony Khan or something. That's what we'll get next.
Chain's got a chain. Hook's got a chain to the head, which is usually a knockout blow. I have a feeling not in this case.
He hit the Roman Reigns Superman punch there.
Lucas, welcome, Lucas. What was your first one? Hook needs to go, and Jungle Boy need to go to the PC and go to the drawing board. We need to be like Raven Grudge look character. Oh, we're gonna go grunge. We're gonna get the flock. Oh, okay. Preston Vance is gushing after that shot with the chain there. I almost made a joke that we were going to get a light smudge, a light smear, so to speak.
Jungle Boy came up pretty short on that dive. But yeah, Preston is Two-Face here. He's half strawberry jam, half human being.
Did he nick a temple? Jesus.
Yeah, because it's right along that line.
Yeah, like fudge.
If you're really stressed, that vein that pops up on your forehead, this man definitely got all of that.
Right. We got the other guy's mask.
Sorry.
This looks like it's a long-standing grudge match of these enemies have come together. These guys are barely mad at each other.
It was built last week we've got Darrell East to go with his mask torn. We've got Preston Vance gushing worse than Moxley, and we've got tables set up. Yeah, this is set up like the unsanctioned match should have been, of these guys just going at it. Because they can't stand each other. This was set up last week?
Yeah, they barely bumped into each other. It's
right.
It's like a fucking gunfight breaking out over fucking stepping on someone's shoe. Let's keep things in perspective. How did we get here? Why isn't this what the Jericho match looked like last week?
Right.
Folks, did we get a lot of predictions on this one? Everyone picking Jungle Boy.
I think
Hook, right?
Everybody took Jungle Boy and Hook. He played with the crowd too much. What? Pause. Pluggo was saying, gotta run, friends. Excellent stuff. Keep tagging me. Well, absolutely. Be a friend. Tell a friend. Like, share, and subscribe. What? Bust it open and not bully Mark Henry or Dave LaGreca.
Right.
We got blood. Yeah. Amazing how Preston Vance now has bled more than John Moxley, and just even a hair shot from the heavens.
Holy shit! They missed the one table completely. That was painful. Oh my god!
Look at Hook and Preston Vance right now. That's a fucking image, though.
Oh, here's Julio.
DDT onto a chair.
Jose in the ring. Jacked Jose, by the way.
Why isn't this man as part of a 6-man? He's bigger than fucking Jungle Boy.
Yeah. and Hook.
And Hook.
Get
Combined.
choked out. Draglistico back up only to get snapped into a snare.
That's such a really cool image, though, for Hook and everything.
Okay, so bear with me. That match, what it was, like, I mean, Meltzer, get out your 5 stars. There was people bleeding, and
you get a star, and you get a star.
Yeah,
you get a star. No exploding shoes though, so
No
it gets only 4.5.
Right now, the match was chaos. It is what it is. It wasn't a bad. Like, I was entertained for most of it. But last match, we got a jump start that ended up with like that simultaneous submission where one guy's being held down, Moxie's doing the choke. This match, jump start, simultaneous submissions.
Well,
help me, Ronda.
It's repeat booking because he doesn't know any better. But to me, it's one of those of as good as spots, I guess, of the match were, if that's what you like or whatever. Like you said it and you nailed it on perfectly. Of this was going at a pace like these guys can't stand each other. This is a blood feud. There is nothing. They just can't be held back from getting at each other. So we got to have this match, and it's got a weak build. Well, and I don't mean W-E-A-K. I mean E-A-K. I mean W-E-E-K.
Well, you see all this blood and carnage for this nothing match in the middle of a Dynamite. Wasn't, I mean, we're just past the top of the hour. Tony's here. Never mind.
Oh, I haven't gotten there yet. So nothing new tonight. Thanks, guys. That was a 6-table spot. Oh, well. Yeah, he's out here on the hull or the, he's out there on the Starship announcement. This man's not blinking. It's scaring me.
Not blinking, and he doesn't seem excited.
This literally, it's starting to look like AI. Like if they just if you take a still image and you can make it talk or whatever. Like they just took a still image of Tony and just had some.
Which Blake Jay White will take on CM Punk. Wait, what? Samoa Joe's teaming up with him. Never mind.
Wait, what? The
FTR. Oh, and CM Punk. Okay.
We're just going to give you everything. We're just going to give you everything.
Yeah, they give us everything.
You get all the things. You get Samoa Joe. You get Samoan Joseph. The Bullet Club Gold. Jay White and Juice Robinson versus CMFTR. In the main event, the first main event of Collision, if we just give you all the things, everything, all the people you want to see, all in one match.
Okay.
But now, do we build a Punk feud with Joe out of this, or do we build a Punk feud? Well, no, because if we've got FTR, they're going to go with the tag team that we've had going with Juice and Jay. So it looks like we're still going to get Samoa Joe versus CM Punk just after this.
Yeah, it looks like that's what's going to come out of this in some way, shape, or form. When they said Jay White, I didn't think they were going to tack in Juice and Joe. Okay. The commentary just went dead. They're like, we don't know what to do.
Literally, they just went quiet. Like, literally exactly like how we did there. Literally, Taz just like, yup, that's a thing. So we got coming out. The 3 J's versus CMFTR. Yeah, like you said, of the second they said Jay White will take on, and you're like, okay, and CM Punk.
Take on CM Punk. Yeah.
Right. And then it's and Juice Robinson and Samoa Joe. All right.
What's happening? Are we having a battle royal? What's going on?
What? Yeah. Could you imagine a battle royal is the main event of Collision?
The first one. Yeah, Boston. I don't disagree, man. I'm happy with that one on paper for sure. I can't wait to see Joe put Punk to sleep, shut up, and take my money. It'll be interesting, Larry. This is a good one. I'm all
out here versus if Dijak and Sean Spears like fusion dance, like that's what this is.
No crowd reaction. Jacoby, no crowd reaction to what? Punk or the main event or Takeshita?
But definite crowd reaction, I guess, to this sign that I saw. Don Callis eats hot dogs without chewing.
Facts.
That's one thing AEW is always good for is crowd signs.
Yeah, Takeshita's going to win this. I don't even know who he's fighting, so let's go with that.
That's fine. Nobody does. Nobody cares. How do we feel now that we've had the announcement, that we've finally done with the middle school announcements?
We don't know that.
That's nobody had that on their bingo card.
But that's a bold prediction, saying that Tony's done with the announcements. He could come out next week and announce the opening match.
I was going to say, we've had announcements for announcements, so that's a bold strategy, Cotton.
So how do you feel about this? Just quickly, and I'll talk about that. So Takeshita comes out, no music, nothing. Gets in the ring, sets up the match, and the entire time the match is going on, they're replaying Double or Nothing in the background, the Kenny turn.
They are? Because I haven't seen that.
The whole time.
Oh, they are actually on the main screen. That's so interesting because they see it and they're just, that's clever because you don't see that. And I think it's interesting. It's a thing that it works for the in-house crowd, which they're obviously big AEW fans. Obviously, they bought the tickets and everything. So it's going to rile them up even more. And just a nice little needling, a nice little reminder of, here's why you're supposed to boo this man.
This isn't the same reaction we got last week. It's not as intense.
Oh, no. It has gone quiet.
Like, there's boos, but it's not. And Don's trying to sell it like it's bigger than it is. Now he's getting some boos.
But, well, yeah, he was trying to, come on, build it up here.
Yeah, give me something.
Not like last week to where you had grown men, granted they were in like denim jean jackets and everything, but wanted to climb over the barricade and get at these people. And now they're like, yeah, you can have that.
With Tony Khan, more is more, unless it's blinking. Right? Thank you, everybody. Why doesn't he blink?
Well, no, I still just love constantly. Thanks, guys. I'm waiting for them to throw it to, and here's our idiot boss. Thanks, guys.
Right. We'll get into it on commercial. But again, listen, for the people that get really mad that they never explained, they never gave us a good reason for Brock being mad at Cody. If you're an AEW fan, you got to stop making that argument because the Don Callis, to me, cancels it out. It's carte blanche. This is so bullshit. He just woke up one day. I didn't want you anymore. I like this guy better. Like,
they're not. It's not a valid enough reason behind it. And it's all Kenny's fault. Well, I was about to ask, do you think any of this right now is piped in? Everybody likes to point out and say WWE pipes in crowd noise. I think this might be a little pop because we got a few people behind Callis because they're on the hard cam doing the thumbs down. But beyond that, there's really nothing. Nobody's moving, no reaction. But we're hearing some boos. We're hearing the boos.
Well, the only reason why I would even suggest that it was piped in is it started so flat, started so slow.
Right.
Yeah. They zoom in on the Don Callis eats hot dogs without chewing. That's a good sign. That's a good sign.
Right. Best manager in AEW. Well, there's only like what, 2 of them. They already ran off Tully, so.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that at all. I mean, Don's getting a ton of heat. I mean, tonight felt a little cold to start. But yeah, I mean, I think a lot of people, because I mean, he's going after Kenny Omega. It should bring a lot of heat.
Yeah, well, it would. I feel like there's nothing. Do you really? And I'm not saying I don't want to see a Kenny versus Takeshita match, but does this, like you said, of how everybody says with the Brock Cody storyline, oh, it doesn't make sense what's happening. Can someone rationalize Callis turning on Omega out of the blue to side with Takeshita, who when we last saw was already pairing with the Elite?
Yeah. Well, and truthfully, Nick, I'll give the same answer I give about Cody and Brock. I don't fucking care. Brock woke up one day and said, I'm going to go beat up that blonde guy with the neck tattoo. Fine. You're Brock fucking Lesnar. Do it. Don Callis woke up one day and said, I don't like Kenny anymore. I mean, I've watched enough wrestling over a couple decades or a few decades now where sometimes shit just happens. You can't figure out why is Andre and Hogan mad at each other? They were friends forever. What happened? Who gives a fuck? It's a good story. Bobby's here. You know, his chest is bleeding. Yeah. Let's go.
Right.
Come on, right?
That's still a great moment of he took the steals the chain off of him and everything.
Yeah.
And that's what, brother.
Still debate to this day whether it was the crucifix or Andre's fingernail that cut his chest.
I think it was them big old meaty paws there.
Right? Just bear clawed him.
Right. Ooh. KJ White, Big Nick, like and subscribe. Juan, what? I'm getting lost in the AI there.
Right? You're glitching. Right?
He didn't boot up the hard drive here, so that's why he didn't, I'm not fully downloaded yet.
Yeah. It could, yeah. That'd be an out for Osprey. Because I think Osprey's due for the win.
But that match doesn't need that. That's the thing, is I don't want that match to be tarnished by this. That's a match that needs to stand alone on its own.
Yeah, but you're right. I agree with you. I'm worried.
Now, as we are in commercial, which out of the two matches that they've had announced that I know of for Forbidden Door are you more excited for? Okada Danielson or Osprey Omega?
Bro, that's neck and neck. Like it really is a hard shout.
I love the question.
Right? Like, I mean, for me, I think Brian ultimately with Okada, I'm a little more jazzed for, maybe just because I haven't seen it the way we're about to see this. But I know Kenny and Osprey are going to tear it down, bro.
See, I'll give a surprising answer on this because everybody knows I'm a big fan of Osprey. I really liked their match between Osprey and Kenny the first time. Oh, Alex Marvez interrupted me here. About to bust in on Christian Cage here. Why does it sound like Luchasaurus is throwing up in the back? Is he doing a Draws impression here?
Why is your friend growling in there, bro?
Right. Roar, I'm a dinosaur. Roar.
First ever women's blood and guts match? I fucking hope not, honestly, guys. Brandon, it's not because it's ladies. It's because I know what it's going to be. It's the ladies that it's going to be.
Fight Forever when that comes out, and you can simulate that and everything. This man really is just Kanosaurus at this point.
I think Kane just beat up. Oh, that's why they were growling. Luchasaurus had his way. Oh, we got another bleeder. Brock Anderson gets beat up. This man, that blood is so dried on that man. When did you get like we literally just went from TBS title up for grabs coming next. Sorry, TBS title is coming up next. We will take your predictions. I will take a moment to remind everybody we are back tomorrow for Impact Friday. We got a triple header. We cover more live wrestling than anybody else, folks. So make sure you join the channel for fans, by fans. Be a part of it all. Like, subscribe, share, help us out, make comments, interact. Go join our Discord and all our other fun stuff. Be a part of the family as Anna JAS is on the way to the ring. She will be taking on Statlander, accompanied by Mr. Coke.
All of that was just fantastic. Right? Yes, 100% join this traveling circus of wrestling personalities and friends and all of that. Join the family. That they've changed her name to Anna JAS for Jericho Appreciation Society. Just blah. That we had Brock Anderson with dried ketchup on the side of his face after we just watched Preston Vance. There was more strawberry jam than human being. But this is the match that should have happened last week when we had
100%.
Nia Jax.
Same thing.
Nyla Rose. Same, close enough.
All right. No, you're 100% right, Nick. This is the match you should have had last week. Is Statlander come out and look like a beast against Anna Jay? If Anna Jay is at all competitive in this match, I'm going to be upset.
She will be, though, because of JAS.
Fuck.
We'll get Coke will be out there, and by the way, that's Daddy. No, that's Daddy Magic.
Daddy Magic. Magic Daddy.
2.0 there. The man that's just chewing on the most intense gum ever. Tony Khan's plug, allegedly. But he'll cause some interference that'll get this match to be probably 7 minutes when it really should be like 2.
Dun, dun, dun. Side headlock to start off. But you asked the question, Nick, about CM Punk and all this, and are we excited? Now we know the main event. Will it help ticket sales? I don't know. It should be good in Chicago as it is, but it's a weird situation, man. Like, I feel like this is the most lackluster. Who gives a shit? Tony's announcements don't elicit excitement. You're not like, oh my god, this guy, like, he's not like, there's no inflection. He's staring at the camera, and then you got this contingent of people that really are against what's about to happen. Guys, let's make something very clear really quick while this match is rolling on. Last week, AEW hit 1 million viewers.
Well, no, they ended at 940 something for their average viewership.
Yeah,
they started off at
923 is where they ended up, and it was they eclipsed over 1,040. I mean, that's great. And again, people can say whatever they want, but the minute that announcement went off, they lost 152,000. Bye-bye. Right. So long. So the fans inside AEW that don't want, or the people that do not want Punk involved, you're missing something here, guys. Watch the numbers. It matters. Punk matters.
Well, it's the worst thing that AEW has done. Honestly, however you feel about it, one side or the other, which, by the way, I am a fan of Statlander. I'm glad she's back. I wish they would have built to this, her versus Jade at, say, a Wembley or even a Forbidden Door or something like that, because I forget how far away Wembley still is. But however you feel on this situation, whether it's you're a fan of CM Punk, whether you hate that he's still around, whether you're a big fan of the Elite, or you think that they're just, the Cucamonga kids that like to play on trampolines, that this has done nothing but drive a wedge through their own fan base. And it's split people when you're trying to still draw in more people. And now that you've split that audience, you're going to literally split the audience in viewership across two shows now. Now you're going to get the people that don't tune into Collision because they don't back CM Punk, or you have people that might tune away from Dynamite because they don't support the Elite, what have you. That it's caused so many internal issues. And that, imagine if they would have been able to announce Collision in this nice, neat little bow of, hey, it's going to happen on June 17th in the United Center. CM Punk's going to be there. And even if you don't, you wait and you do the one announcement of the main event, and fitting it's the week before all of that, you announce what the main event's going to be. That's fine. But these announcements at this point are just clear attempts at trying to grab in ratings.
Ticket sales, ratings, they're trying to do something. I mean, but it's not done in an exciting way. Where's Punk? You can't have Punk and FTR walk out to the ring and tell people to show up on Saturdays?
But are they self?
Is that like part of the restraining order?
Are they crippling it intentionally?
I don't want to
everything, every sort of handicap towards Punk that he has to try and overcome. It's the ticket sales have been abysmal. The announcements, the whole way this has been presented has come off laughable at best. The fact that I think the arenas even have been set up for more half of the crowd to be able to fit in there versus opening it up fully. That like you've said across the board, that it's on a Saturday night where, especially, we're going to start our tour in Canada. Now, granted, Canada doesn't get a ton of the AWs, the WWEs frequently going through there, but that it's on a weekend going through a Canadian tour, ticket sales have been lackluster at best.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's definitely, I mean, things haven't gone well, and I don't know that they will. I think maybe closer to the event. I've told everybody I would like to go to a Collision, but it's expensive. It's fucking expensive. And I can't justify it. I cannot. And
I haven't even seen the prices. What are the prices?
Man, people are paying up to like $300-400 per person to go to a Collision. Like, it doesn't make sense.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's
$212 plus fees plus taxes, $225, depending on where you're sitting. General admission still kind of high.
Now, if you do that, granted, you go to a Dynamite, you get oversaturated. You get Ring of Honor, you get Rampage, you get Dynamite, you get 3 shows in one. You go to a Collision, you're getting 2 hours. And I saw this pose today, and I'll ask you this. Should Collision have started off as just a 1-hour show like Rampage? and then you build to it being 2 hours. I know it's splitting hairs, but
I don't know. I really don't have a take on this. I really don't think it matters. I think, what you're going to offer or what you're trying to offer. What I think is it should have been a fucking, I don't know. I don't know if Saturday night's going to work out the best for them. But at the end of the day, 1 hour opposed to 2, so what? Do you run it for 1 hour for a little bit? And if it's not going well, you pull the plug? Or
no, because that would have been Rampage. But so my question, I'll pose you this, is what if Collision starts to beat out Rampage or Dynamite? Or if it starts to really gain and get more traction than have they ever wanted it to, than they ever expected it to? Or that it hurts Dynamite's numbers, if Dynamite goes down because of this.
That's been my question from day one with all of this bullshit that's happening internally. Again, if you split the audience, if you tell a core group of the audience that here's what you're going to get on this night, you'll get somewhere between 800 and 850,000 people showing up. And I know, guys, I just use that as a comparison as far as relative who's watching, right? When it's all relative. I mean, when Raw's doing 1.6, when SmackDown's doing, 2.7, I mean, realistically, Dynamite's not that far away from Raw if they get their shit together. But I'm worried about Dynamite. I'm worried about, you see where the numbers drop off. Chris Jericho is not a draw anymore, guys. People went the fuck home last week on a night where you had 1 million people tune in. By the time you left, you're right back down to that 800,000, that high 700,000. That's Jericho. Jericho didn't bring him home or keep him there. You got to make sure that Wednesday has something that's bringing viewers. Or I guess you're rich enough just to, who gives a fuck who tunes in. We're having fun. I'm really curious how this is going to cause infighting. Well, they're better. Now they're better. The Meltzers of the world can't wait to start stirring this shit up.
Well, wait until they're also all on a pay-per-view, because they've all now got to be backstage. If we're going to split the roster up to where, these guys can't play with these guys, so you guys go in that corner and you guys go in that corner, which do we get a hard brand split or a soft brand split, which we might be doing our own brand split when it comes to AEW and everything on the channel here later this week. So make sure you hit that bell notification for that as well. But if we get this whole nobody can play nice, so what's going to happen at pay-per-views to where they've all got to at least be there, unless we're going to literally go back to old WWE of we get a Dynamite pay-per-view and a Collision pay-per-view, like we had a Raw pay-per-view and a SmackDown pay-per-view.
Yeah, I mean, that's the problem. And again, you saw it with this. If you truly want to build up Collision, I mean, when you're building up Forbidden Door, we see New Japan wrestlers show up. When you're trying to build up Ring of Honor, they're here all the fucking time. Why wouldn't you have FTR or at least FTR? Maybe you don't want Punk in the building, fine. But why not have a couple things involving them that you could build to it? Another win for Stat.
Right. Statlander picks up the win. And again, that went, 7-10 minutes as Taya's backstage losing her mind.
I thought the match was a better women's match than we usually see on Dynamite, as far as what they were doing at the smoothness of it. It went a little long for me.
It should have been maybe at most 2-minute squash. Maybe Anna Jay gets a flurry working from underneath or whatever. But it really should have been just a dominant win for Statlander. You're trying to. I get she's great. She's a fan favorite, all of that. She just came back off an injury and everything like that. But if you're trying to build her back up, she needs some dominant wins and to actually look like this star that can just mow through people and a fucking world eater versus I'm having competitive matches with Anna Jay and Nyla. Like every match is super competitive. Yeah, like I get you're trying to get them over, but fuck, look dominant for a little bit at least.
Mercedes Martinez is going to team up with Nyla Rose and take on Britt Baker and Sky Blue on. Oh no, they're all fighting each other. A fatal four-way.
Fatal four-way for a title shot. Oh, so they're all facing each other to try and get at Toni Storm.
So who's going to win that? Britt?
Yes. Britt wins it, and then
don't
when
even matter.
Back, that's where we lead to the split, where we get the split. That's the only way you can salvage this. If you make sense, it's going to be your fucking roundabout way to get to it. but you have Britt Baker take the belt off Toni Storm, and then maybe when Hayter comes back off her injury, I took the belt off someone who beat you, and then we get the divide, the blow up. Then the story we should have gotten to begin with.
Absolutely. Yeah, like Sky Blue's not going to win. Mercedes Martinez would be left field, and Nyla Rose. Why all of a sudden are we getting Nyla Rose again?
I don't mind seeing Nyla Rose at all. But yeah, and then next week on Dynamite, we're gonna get Toni Storm versus the winner of the 4-way. I'm glad to see Mercedes back. Sky Blue's the oddball on that one. Of like, how'd you get here?
Yeah, but none of those ladies, including Nyla, are gonna challenge Toni. Like, we're gonna get Nyla with
Why are we getting a MJF versus Adam Cole eliminator match next week?
And we're getting Blackpool Combat Club against. Next week is stacked. That's interesting. They stacked up Wednesday. That's for sure. Oh, I like this. It's a busy week in AEW now. Folks, Nick is going to take a pause for the cause. I'm going to roll through the next commercial break. Going to have a little bit of fun as we head towards the end of the night. Lots of questions. I got lots of questions. Up next, Ricky Starks, Jay White. So we're getting the Bucks and Paige against the BCC again. But we just had that epic match. But here we go again. I feel like it's leading to blood and guts. I don't know. I don't know what we're doing here. But you figure on the Wednesday before Collision, you got the Bucks in the main event. You got Moxley in the main event. You're going to go big. It looks like they want to make Wednesday, try and make a statement. We'll see if it can actually bring in some audience. We'll see if it brings in some numbers. 5-0, 5-0. The crowd is alive. 5-0, 5-0. Everybody's just 5-0 tonight. See Money just quitting. He's dyslexic. He's doing very well. Chris Ritzains. Yeah, I thought the match was all right. I just felt like it was too long. I get that they're trying to make the women's division better, but she needs to get some quicker wins. She's got to look like a champ. She's got to look like a badass. She's got to dust a couple people, easy peasy, right? Come out, give us the couple punches to the head, the big boot, the leg drop, and go home. That's what we need. That's what we're looking for right now from Statlander. You don't have to make it so... I don't know. You don't have to have everything she's in competitive. Nyla Rose was a bad choice for her first opponent because you want her to look dominant. You want her to look strong. Just my take. Mercedes Martinez. Yeah, don't get used to it, Keyshawn. I'm happy to see her. It's just so out of left field. Uh-oh. I'm still here, folks. Do not leave. Do not go anywhere. Just a moment. Hilarious timing. Did I mention that we're live? We're always live. Oh, that was brutal. Goddamn head exploded. All right, back at it. They're having a 4-way match for a title shot. Yes. But am I wrong? Is Britt the only viable contender out of that 4? Anybody in the chat right now go, I could see Nyla going after her. I could see this one. Nyla just lost to she's going after Toni now. So she loses Statlander. Now she can go after Toni. I don't know. I don't get it. I'm not quite sure why. A sneezing circle. Bless you. Thank you. Gesundheit. Do we get the Bullet Club crossover at Forbidden Door? Interesting, maybe a little bit. You definitely have an opportunity to have some type of angle there. I mean, technically right now you have Samoa Joe with the Bullet Club, but you kind of feel like the Bullet Club might need another member if they're going to be a club. Right now they're just a couple friends hanging out. They're not really a club. It's only 2 people. What are we going to do? So I can't see Joe being a permanent fixture in the Bullet Club. It's interesting booking, but I'm looking forward to it 100%. I'm eager for June 17th. I'm eager for Collision. I want to see what it brings. But ladies and gentlemen, the Revolution will be televised as absolute Ricky Starks comes out to the ring. He will be taking on Jay White. We will take, thank you. We will take your predictions on this match. Who do you got? Who are you taking? Eric and C, I think the wrestling fan in us, Eric, sees that Mercedes Martinez could conceivably win this and be a challenger. But the AEW viewer in me goes, well, we haven't seen her. You haven't built her much. And then if she was to win, is that a start of a new angle? I don't know. I'm kind of tired of Brayton the Outcast. A little bit. But here comes Switchblade. And if nothing else, we should be in for a banger. I called Sky Blue earlier. Chicago is her homeland. Makes most sense. Smile Mark, stop that. Again, somebody that you haven't built on your week-to-week show. So to believe that could happen. And another jump start. Ricky Starks on Jay. Guys, I'm all for a good jump start when guys are mad at each other. You want to get some intensity to start a match. You can't jump start every single match. In my humble man sitting on porch, yelling at clouds, I do not think you should jump start every match. That's why I don't think every match on your pay-per-view should be no DQ. That's a problem. Ricky Starks for the win. I like it. Even a club sandwich has 3 pieces of bread. Who joins BC Gold? I like that, Nick. I like that a lot. I can see the Outcast screwing Britt out of the W and setting it up for the Sky Blue so they can bully her. Okay. I'm fine. If I'm tired of Britt and the Outcast, but then is Sky Blue just now part of the happy-go-lucky crew? All right, maybe. We'll talk about it. No, that's not working. Starks for the win. Is it safe to assume that Jarrett and his ilk tonight? We have not seen them. One of the pros of the current the current AEW Dynamite tonight is we have not had the TNA 2009 out here fucking around in any way, shape, or form. I really hope we don't get much more of them. Let's be honest. Let's be real with this, folks. Switchblade for the win. Starks for the win. I got Switchblade. I feel bad for Starks. I think he could use it. I think Jay needs something. I know some other people, but no, Jay needs a little bit of a rub here. No FTR, Jay White might lose. Now, if you were trying to build to Collision, you just had this big announcement. FTR being involved in this match in some way might work. Some people thought maybe Ricky Starks would just can't beat him, join him, and he becomes a member of the Bullet Club. But here we go with Stairs again. Is this a no DQ match? No, right? Was this just one fall to the finish? Am I missing something, guys? I've been really confused by the rules on the show. Jay for the win, not clean. I'm with you, Vance. Jay gets up the ramp. Starks was fucking around. I don't know why. The last 30 seconds of this match where Starks is fucking around with the stairs, Jay White's crawling up the ramp, that could have been spent wrestling, punching each other, kicking each other. I don't know what we were doing instead. It takes the crowd out of it. Switchblade Jay for the win. I'm a lot tired of the Outcast. A lot of Ricky Starks. Oh, where's the ref? Is this a count out? Rake. Taz just said what I'm thinking. The ref's giving them a lot of leeway because it's the main event. Jay White for the win and a new member for Bullet Club. Interesting. Okay. Samoan Joseph with the run-in squash. Ricky. Ooh, money. Ooh, money. Bro, he's on 6, I think. What did I miss here? What did I miss, BP? Juice Robinson and FTR banned from ringside. Oh, yeah, because the rules fucking matter. Come on, Victor. We've learned more than that. First match, I think, should have been the main event. Based on the result, oddly enough, Aaron. Yeah, it was the best match of the night by far. And oddly enough, the one match that didn't have a whole lot of over-the-top bullshit. Right? But, folks, I am back in picture-in-picture. We are rolling through. We're in the main event. We got about 10 minutes going, and we will figure it out. Jay White for the win. I love AEW. Speaking of corny, here comes Ricky Starks. Yes, Cornette is a fan of Starks. He's not quite sure what to make of Jay White. And to be honest, I think his assessment of how they've utilized Jay White to start his AEW career has not been good. Has not been good enough. And again, some oh, well, it takes time, and that's fine, but you can put him in, the way we saw him to start his career here wasn't great. And now we got hope. We got hope. Put him on Saturdays. Let him beef with Punk. I think it's going to be fun. Two guys that will, on the mic will be fine, and hopefully in the ring they can be just as good. Jay White for the win. I love AEW. I also love AEW. Where did Scorpio Sky run off to? I don't know. Valid question. He showed up at Impact for a second. Then did he come back? I don't know. I haven't seen Scorpio Sky anywhere. I've had enough of the Elite. All right, BP. Now, if you are, I'm assuming, a fan of AEW, is that not a challenge? Now, every Wednesday night, you're either going to get a Jericho or an Elite main event. Something is going to be about them in some way, shape, or form. They got to be the big cornerstone of Dynamite now. Interesting. How are you going to feel about it? Are they going to be strong enough to carry a show on their own? And not on their own, but you as the corner pieces. They've always had other pieces around them to kind of help. But again, as we saw with the numbers, guys, the minute people found out about the Punk announcement last night, they all went home. Good night, bye. And that's it. You're losing, you're bleeding ratings. This is real wrestling, though. Yeah, I mean, now I'm on my AEW trip. Thank you for agreeing. The fans that want to tell me that this is real wrestling, WWE might not be real pro wrestling. That's not the easy out here. However, the match I saw this week between Damian Priest and Seth Rollins, to me, is more professional wrestling than watching 10 out here tonight bleeding all over the place in a nothing match. No build, no story, no angle, no reason, just bleeding. Carnage everywhere. What's more, I mean, I hate doing it, but if you're going to say it's real wrestling, why is there so many rules that aren't followed? Tornado tag became a no DQ match. This match has been pretty much had moments of do whatever you want. The rules help tell a story. And I know some of the younger fans out there might not want to hear me say this, but the rules help write a story. What the ref can do in that ring to tell the fans how they're supposed to emotionally feel about what's going on. What a ref could do to impede one, to accentuate the other. You want to highlight someone as a bad guy, the ref helps there. You want to give them, angst and anxiety or stress them out about how this is all going to work out. You have both guys rolling around the ring. You need the ref counting. When the ref gets to 8 and they're still outside fighting, oh, what's going to happen? You got to trigger some excitement. I want more pro wrestling from AEW. Period. Huge chop, though. Huge chop, though. Switchblade, Jay White. I guess that's for the win. Keep it coming. AEW and WWE are the same shit, y'all. People who say that are stupid. So AEW and WWE are the same shit, y'all people who say that. So you're saying anybody that says they're the same, they're not the same. They're not the same, guys. It's a fun comparable, but they're not the same. And like I said, me saying that AEW doesn't at times and a lot of times veers away from real wrestling. What the fuck does that term mean anyway? Huge superplex. Scorpio Sky was doing a Lakers podcast out there. Speaking of the Lakers.
All right. Well, we got 53 Nuggets, 48 Heat right now at halftime, by the way. But yeah, big superplex. Sorry, how you doing? What's up?
Hey, come on in. Pitcher in pitcher really doesn't help anything. It's more of a distraction than anything. I don't hate it. I don't know why people debate the pitcher in pitcher so much because, I mean, treat it like a commercial and don't pay attention. Or get a little view of what's kind of still going, I guess.
All right.
I mean, should it really upset us?
I'd rather have picture in picture than 80,000 commercial breaks like WWE does.
Valid.
So in the chat, what's your favorite wrestling? Mine was 1996 WCW. Why?
Just picking that little period out.
Just that year. That was a great year, I guess.
We had a good year. It was a good vintage.
Right. It's not real wrestling. But no, your point, you nailed it perfectly. I literally could not say it better of using nuances and everything like that, like the ref, like their actual in-ring psychology, like the facial expressions, everything is what you use to tell a story in a professional wrestling match. They're the nice little Brucey bonus things that you can use to help get the story along and help convey what you're trying to get across.
Absolutely. Tell a story. And I know that's Tony's. I mean, I couldn't imagine listening to Tony read a story just with, you know,
that's going to be the next announcement. He comes out and reads the Gettysburg Address.
Right? Like, Uncle Tony, your eyes are glowing.
Right. You must have been eating a lot of powdered donuts, sir.
Double hook.
I like, again, speaking of signs and speaking of there was a sign in the crowd, Jay White eats corn the long way. 2 count.
Facts. What do you say?
What?
Still real to me, damn it. Yeah, I mean, that's why we love it, because we can get stretched into that realm. And I think people got to stop worrying less about who's writing the shows and who made this and who. Just watch the fucking shows and let your imagination go, folks.
Right. Are you going to take a fantastic cooked steak and then just send it back because you found out Vince McMahon cooked it, even if it's perfectly cooked and it tastes amazing? No, you're just going to sit there and fucking enjoy it.
Just enjoy.
Right.
The people hate watching wrestling blow my mind.
I mean, it helps with ratings. I mean, good for you. If you're hate watch us.
I always say the only thing we hear on Pitcher in Pitcher is the commercial. You're supposed to.
That's kind of the point.
Yeah. It's just, I think it's a way to try, obviously it's a way to try and keep huge spear.
Oh. Ricky firing up. Now, is this like their blow-off match here now with this? Because if we're going to get the main event of Collision.
We've been ref bump heavy lately.
Oh, Rochambeau with a ref bump. He got clipped by a shoelace.
The Ass Boys are here. What the fuck? Are the Ass Boys joining the Bullet Club?
Oy. Setting up. Look like they're setting up the goddamn 3D.
I don't mind that finisher, though. The assisted flatliner.
No, I don't mind it, but it's how has Ricky gone from facing MJF to now he's involved in the tag team division without a partner?
What the fuck?
Alexis saying next announcement, Karen versus Aubrey.
In a
stable match.
About this.
What?
That might actually happen.
Oh, I think it will in a stable match. Or does Tony say nay?
Nay. Real, like literally the fans are doing this in the arena right now.
Just, yup, that was the thing. As Jay White picks up the 1, 2, 3.
Juice.
After the double flatliner from the Gun Club, and it literally even still some time after that. It's not like they hit it and then Jay White scurries over, gets the 1, 2, 3. Like, no, there was some drawback there.
Well, I mean, maybe like explain it. Like if, like, why? And if they're joining the Bullet Club, they should be standing in that ring right now. Like if they're going to be a part of them, or they just have beef with Ricky. Why do the Ass Boys not like Ricky?
That'll come next week. That'll happen at Collision here. Jay White, respectfully, just do this with your beard one time.
Clean that off, buddy.
Just do that one time. But so that's how we end AEW Dynamite. Is Juice Robinson and Jay White celebrating in the ring after a win over Ricky Starks, and the ref is still like down and selling? What?
Yeah. The ref's hurt. There are no reinforcements. Yeah, apparently not. Do we really need
no rules?
Do we need another group in AEW? You can never have too many groups if you're Tony Khan. That's all I know.
Never too many factions.
Boring club. Ooh. Jay
White,
#1 free agent, main event worthy wrestler. Yet he needed the guns to help him win against Ricky Starks. Amen.
Is it holding place until he goes and gets involved on Collision, and that's just where he lives from now on? He's part of that roster if we do an actual split.
I hope so. But maybe it's like the Ass Boys show up on Saturday and they're a part of it. I don't fucking know, man. Like I said, if this was just the Ass Boys, there's no rhyme or reason why they came out and did that. So if this is them aligning with Jay White and Juice, then for me, the visual at the end of that show needs to be all four of them with their arms raised together.
And that's your new Bullet Club.
Maybe. Part of me had a moment where I'm like, oh, you can't believe. Wait, maybe it could work. They kind of fit well with Juice.
Well, it to me it would work if it's just the arrogant prick club. But I do get what you're saying. Where was I going to go here? Now, well, because you've defended the WWE kind of draft, or been trying to defend it, of the brand split and everything. What if Tony just learned and said, I'm not going to announce a brand split. I'm going to just kind of do a brand split. But so if I don't announce it, I can't be held to it. Because I feel like maybe Jay White and Juice and FTR, like everybody that we've got announced for the main event, on top of Miro, Thunder Rosa, they just become the Collision roster.
Yeah, I mean, I think if he's going to be held to the draft standard, and he should be. And I know the easy out is, well, the other company doesn't, but we want the other company to do it as fans. So that's an argument that I don't want to hear. But if you put like Jay White and all that over on one show and it starts going really well, maybe you want to pull a Jay White over onto the Wednesday show, but you've already committed to something. So maybe leaving
it. But if we don't announce it, then it doesn't matter that we haven't held to this.
It hurts my heart to see people say like boring club. Like it bothers me.
Well, I like Jacoby's point here of saying how Tony, okay, I got it. Gun Club, join Bullet Club. It just fits the gun, gun name.
0 to 10, 6 out of 10, 5.5 out of 10. Folks, if you are new here and you don't know what we're doing, we will take a rating out of 10. 5.5. Ouch. 9.5. Bobby, what?
That's for us, right? That's for us.
Yeah, he's on the Melter grading system.
17 stars out of 10.
Right. Great stream, gentlemen. Thank you, Mr. G. 7 out of 10. 6 out of 10, actually. No, because you don't know yet if they're in or out or not. Yeah, but I mean, you need some. We just kind of left. Like, again, they're not big enough stars for us to be like, oh my God, that was crazy. if you're going to do it this way, you need to cement it. If you're going to tell, if you want us to go home at the end of the night with a good story, you can't. They ran in and just ran away.
Now, could it be because the moment was at the end of the show? If that was middle of the show, and say you replace that moment with, I don't know, the MJF Adam Cole promo or anything, I'd hate to end the show on a promo, but or if you end it with the Jungle Boy Hook tag match, and we actually end it with the Blood Guts, we build to that somehow. I think it's because we ended on that moment that it has even that more sour taste in our mouth.
But yeah, and I think if your plan is that they're all going to be together, just do it. Stop pussyfooting. Stop this. Okay, they interfered, and when everyone's like, "What?" They slide back in the ring and they hug Jay and Juice, and everyone's like, "Now we're all out there tweeting." The fucking IWC blows up. Oh my god, the Bullet Club! And like, this is just like, well, shit happened.
Well, they figure they already are because of the announcement. So
perhaps, right?
Yeah. Well, I know it's. You wish for one thing. That's the one thing that makes it hard, I guess, at times when watching AEW is you can constantly find like you have all the right pieces. You just built a shit puzzle, like just rearrange some shit and it would work way better.
5, 8 out of 10, 7.5 out of 10, 6.8 out of 10. All right. 5 out of 10. I'm going flat 6, guys. I'm not going to fuck around tonight. And I don't want to hear the fucking marks out there. At the end of the day, this is not my favorite Dynamite. The best match of the entire night was Swerve and OC by far.
Yeah. This gets a 5-piece all day.
5, eh? Okay. I like it. Seems reasonable.
It was a mid-ass rating for a mid-ass show.
It was very mid. Again, because you left us nothing. Like, there's nothing to bite into here. Like, Christian's mad at fucking Arn Anderson. We're going to keep that going. It's really cool that Cole came out for MJF. I like it. The actual segment wasn't my favorite, but it ended well.
With this being said, because you've mentioned it about like detractors for like the Monday Night Raw after Night of Champions and everything like that, to where there was no real storyline or anything like that. It kind of just it helped us go along to get along, which I feel like this Dynamite did as well. But at least in ring wise, it gave us enough that made up for what it lacked as far as storytelling and everything. This was trying to tell a lot of storylines, like the Callis segment. Even a good portion of the MJF Cole segment was slow. This has been a lot of things they thought they would get over, and they haven't.
Yeah, we're just in this weird take now. Like, and we're heading towards, we're only a couple weeks away from Forbidden Door, and I'm shocked there was no other mention. Like, the 2 matches that were kind of booked through New Japan, technically. Like, there's no mention, and we are literally a couple weeks away. No additional build, no additional mention. You got a quick turnaround time here, Tony.
Oh, absolutely. Boston saying, I enjoyed half a promo in the first match. That's it.
Yeah. I mean, 6 might be generous.
Well, 5.5 out of 10.
Yeah. Talking me into it.
Aaron, I don't know what you're talking about, my guy.
New wrestling, no, have not.
Yeah, are you just talking about us?
Right, pretty much.
They're always free out there on the YouTubes and everything. Wait, KJ, you gave it a 6. I gave it a 7. Can I convince you on board with a 7? We got no Jericho, no Jeff Jarrett. Come in, join the 7 Club.
That's almost
Club 7. Is that what it is?
Right. Yeah. No, it's woo. Yeah, I mean, those are definitely positive. That's probably why they ended up getting a 6 from me instead of.
But how is it a positive that, hey, we didn't feature this wrestler that we have that's supposed to be built up? We didn't feature this person that we're building up as a star of. We kept people off the roster. That's what boosts the show rating. That's a problem.
Well, it is, and it's facts, right? At the end of the day, how many main events did we see Jericho on Dynamite where he killed the fucking show? And in all due respect to a guy that was once one of my favorites, He is just sucking dirty pond water at this point. It's not good. It's not entertaining. It's watching a man go through a midlife crisis. And on a night where there was 1 million people at one point tuning into your show, by the time you got on, you just put the nail in the coffin. You don't bring on extra views, extra eyes, extra people that give a shit. So you can tell all the fans to go fuck themselves all you want. But at the end of the day, you're not living up to the billing except up here. And you're in that silo with a bunch of people. I'm sorry. It's not good. Chris, take a break, take a knee, take a walk, do something. Just don't do wrestling.
Well, in the words of the famous Iron Sheik who passed away today, of, Chris Jericho, you jabroni, hatui, hatui.
Right? OC needs a long break. He's never going to have a break until he fucking loses the belt, and I don't think he's ever going to lose the belt.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Where's Danhausen? I have no idea. Do you?
Out there cursing people. I curse you.
Right. All right. What's up? Great stream. We'll appreciate it. Feels like a nice, good spot to say we're going to head towards the door. Folks, it was a Wednesday night. It was an interesting Wednesday night. We got more news. We got more announcements. We'll see if there's an announcement next week. Again, kind of a very midnight. Very midnight. I like it. Good night. But with all that being said, folks, make sure you check out our links. Join the family. Be a part of the channel for fans, by fans. The team that just brings you more wrestling coverage than anybody else. We'll be back at it again tomorrow. Myself and Luna Havoc. And other than that, nothing but love.
Our shit is real. Our shit is raw. Our shit is authentic. When you're talking about the wrestling, you better put that forward live with it.
See you on the flip side, folks. Bye for now.